Humanitarian commissioner, and I let them know of my desire here, what I'm supposed to do. And I was directed that I'm not allowed to build the market. They said that the government has plans to build the market. And they said, we'll send you the plan tomorrow, maybe 2 days. And I waited over 2 weeks, no response. And I'm pressuring, I'm asking, so what is happening? When are we going to build the market? You said you would send me the plan, I have no plan. And they sent me a video of a 300 million plan for a market in Yawara. While they told me I can't build, I would spend maybe 50 or 60 million to rebuild everything. And they would consider a 300 million market here in Yawara. I said, what market in any village or town is there that is worth 300 million in Nigeria? Not one. Zero. Even in cities, which city has 300 million market? Very few. And I said I would not partake in this. Because my personal opinion is that people are using funds that are meant for the persecuted, the afflicted. Christian or Muslim, it doesn't even matter. People are suffering in Nigeria. And funds are supposed to be reaching those people to help them, to rebuild, to give food, to give aid, to do all these things. And the money that's meant for them is not making it to them. And so there needs to be purity within funds and within the government to do things in faith, to do things openly, to have accountability for what is being spent. Even this market that homes that they say they're building for 1 billion outside of Yawara. They said they're building 66 homes for 1 billion naira. I would build 3,000 homes for 1 billion naira. And so there's an issue. People are dying. I was just in Guer West yesterday, when almost 90% of people had been displaced from their land, forcibly by violence. And there's an IDP camp in Agagbe. They're living in grass, a grass house, full families. They said they receive money from the government maybe once every 3 months or 4 months. They have no food, they have no home, nothing, and if they go back to their land, they're killed. Even where we went, there was a man that was killed 1 day before because he tried to go back to his farm. The Fulani ambushed him, they cut him, I saw his head cut in half. This is what people are facing. And so, we need the government, we need organizations to step up to the plate to help the Nigerian people. Please, we're begging.
Now that you put your money here, what's your demand on it?
Number one, the government needs to ensure security of the places that we're rebuilding. The destruction has been done, the people have been killed, we cannot change that now. But we have come to Yawara, we've rebuilt the homes, we have plans to rebuild the market if the government will not disallow us to do so. But the government has to protect its people. This cannot happen again. 300 people cannot be killed in their own village. They cannot burn 100 homes in market just for the sake of their pleasure. You guys have to protect your own people. There's no other way. There's no other way. Bomb Sokoto, we all know that. But the reality is that that's relatively nothing. Yes, it's good to take a step. But what the issue is in Nigeria requires many steps. That is not going to solve the issue. And the reality is that the official terrorist groups such as Boko Haram and ISWAP are not the primary perpetrators against Christians in Nigeria. It's the Fulani militias and terrorists that are killing Christians en masse. Boko Haram is primarily in Borno and in Yobe. Yes, they do some in Taraba, Adamawa. But the ones who are killing Christians, they're Fulani. They're not the terrorist groups. Those are primarily in regional places. The mass killing, the mass displacement is the Fulani. Please do not get it wrong. This is the truth. Boko Haram didn't burn and kill the Yawara people. It was Fulani. The people in Plateau, and in Riyom, in Zike, Miango, it was not Boko Haram or ISWAP or Lakurawa. It was the Fulani terrorists. And so that's what needs to be addressed. And so to the US government, you need to know this. You have the greatest intelligence in all the world. And so if you truly care about Nigerians, the Christians, even the Muslims who are being killed, you have to address the middle belt. It's not Boko Haram and ISWAP, it's the Fulani. This needs to be tended to, please.
Your name and
I had to go to the